But we're back. We're back in it. Still sick, of course. Still got uh, a little rough around the throat issues. No, I might explore the Normandy crash site real quick. I think it gives us some experience in other shit, so I might as well go do that real quick. It's not really like that big of a mission. It's just running around. I will need to look at some planets because I'm going to have to scan planets too.
Probe launched.
I could use some more stuff.
Something. Launching probe.
Might as well drain it all dry.
Launching probe.
Yeah, we're still rough around the edges with the throat. Better each day.
Launching probe.
Like I said, I get bored taking a bunch of medicine and not doing anything, and I was like, fuck it, I want to play more Mass Effect. So even though when I hear my voice back, it doesn't sound too bad, but it's like I can feel it as I'm speaking. I'm like, yeah, there's a lack of expressive power when I like am able to like talk. There's like the strength there isn't it's not there to really push out my voice, so it sounds like I'm just being quieter. But it's getting better.
Launching probe.
I have so many playthroughs. I'm like starting up and I'm like, I got so much shit to play. Ridiculous. One day I'll get through all these things. At least Mass Effect's like more of an obtainable one because I do love me some Mass Effect. At least obtainable quick. I don't know why. If you see on the right side of my screen, there's this disappeared now. Right when I pointed out, like a random like glitch that shows up. It's like a there it is. I might have to restart the game. I might like because I, some reason it looks like something's like melting into the screen. It might just be certain sequences. I don't know why. I noticed it when I activated photo mode. It like broke everything. Like what the fuck is going on with the right side of the screen? Unfortunately, can't like judge it with anything else. But we'll do this mission. I might reboot all the like the game and the the capture card and all that shit just to be safe. Are we keeping that? This is where Joker used to sit. I wish that we could have had like a crew member or someone, like if you brought like Garrus or someone who was on the ship at one point. To have conversations or like have some dialogue to it, but this was just more of a, hey, let's like kind of remember the first ship. Shit always breaking, yo. Oh man, this thing that, Good times with this thing. Was not really my favorite aspect of Mass Effect 1, but it was okay. Then unfortunately, they were like, yeah, we're bringing it back in Andromeda. Oh, what a fucking mess that was. I think the draw to me of Mass Effect isn't like it's overly in-depth lore, even though some of it's really cool. For me, it's always been the fun-written, protagonist as Shepard, the interesting companions that we get along the way that really take a shine to him pretty quick, or her. And, the mostly simple but yet satisfying of the combat is shooting things using your power stuff always felt satisfying, especially 3 I felt like was the best when they started doing combos where you could do biotic and tech combos. Andromeda movement wise game for combat stuff and all that stuff things felt great. Just unfortunately, you gave us a fucking baby of a protagonist, as I always talked about. I just didn't care for our protagonist. Some of the companions were fine. I liked them, but I just, unfortunately, when you're playing a protagonist you don't really care about, it makes the whole experience kind of meh. Plus, a lot of the side missions felt very weak. Some of them weren't that great. Some of them were just literally miscellaneous, like, go here, scan this, and be done. It's just showing me to the exit. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to show me where they might be. Unless there's one by the shuttle. As I've always talked about with Brandon, at least too, is would have been better if we played as the father first. I feel like in Andromeda, not that it would have fixed all of its problems, but at least would have been a little bit more tolerable. You just can't go from someone who, a protagonist that knows everything and is confident in all that they do, and go to someone who second guesses themselves constantly. Unless it makes sense, where Assassin's Creed from when you did the third one, the character himself makes sense to be the way he was. But of course, kicking up before Ezio, it was a very bad and he was like, I can't believe it. I love all these guys. Him, Presley, I think it was. But it just felt so unnecessary. We're gonna be this son of this explorer, and this guy just fucking sucks. Everyone's like, oh man, I can't wait for the next one when they eventually try to make it again. And here's my N7 helmet. Can't wait for the next one, all that. And I'm like, look, I would love to be excited for it, even if we put the same people on it, but after what we just seen with Dragon Age, I haven't played it yet, but it's an eventual thing when I play that fucking Veilguard or whatever the hell to suffer through. But I'm like, to be honest, not holding my breath so they don't fuck up somehow. They're gonna either think too big or add shit nobody wants instead of just giving it the that it's just making a sequel or a continuation that a lot of people want. That'd be perfectly fine if we don't continue with Shepard. Oh, it would have been fun if we could have played as like a Shepard offspring, and then like you get to pick if they're not going to take save data anymore. Pick like who did your Shepard romance and have a kid with? But of course, that would mean the male one would have to be a more canon one because you would have had to have a kid somehow before that, unless there was a biological thing or like science. It made a science baby. And luckily, we'll still always have the originals to go to. But it's one of those things where it sucks because it's like, it would be so cool to see more of them. But we're at that point where it's like, I don't know. I kind of miss the way games were made back on the 360 PS3 era, where it was like, they weren't graphically impressive by any means, but they were fun. And they had a solid, easy to follow, for the most part, plot with a lot of extra lore you can read into. And not every game needs to try to send a message to something or somewhere. It's just playing for fun and have its own little thing. I don't know if I got all 20, so I think I can just leave.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
All right, Billy. Can't remember if I get to use that helmet. I think we just put it here, right? Yeah. Our helmet. All right, I put this on for fun. I also, speaking of dragon, I have the Blood Dragon armor. I wish you could remove helmet in this. Unfortunately, this Mass Effect, they didn't have that, and then the third one let you take your helmet off. Because I would love to wear these full body suits, but I like seeing my face to some extent. Kind of the whole point, because how fucked my face is. This increases power and shield and ammo reserve and my running storm speed. It's never going to be perfect. Going to have its own set of problems. Might as well scan the planet since I'm here because I don't want to fucking come back. It's never going to be perfect. All the paths usually lead to the same outcome for the most part, with a couple slight differences, but like, it wasn't trying to do too much, and I feel like this was just like the right amount of stuff for Mass Effect. It would just be nice to kind of go back to that, but everyone wants to think bigger, but bigger is not always better.
Launching probe.
I would be fine with some of the gameplay improvements of Andromeda mixed with all the writing and character developments of these games were. And I remember everyone really hated Mass Effect 3 and its ending because it was kind of all over the place, a little bit scuffed, but I'm like, I'd fucking take that over half the shit that goes on in Andromeda.
Probe launched. In research projects, Element 0 is used for bioamp and ME2 upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
I will need to do a run through again. I don't really need to, but I will play through Andromeda again at some point. Though I don't know how much side shit I would do, because a lot of it's miscellaneous quests are fucking terrible. But I would at least want to try it again. I didn't really like the puzzles thing that you had to do.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
A lot of probes. I guess we'll go help and get the Warlord. And we'll help Zahid and all that shit. And who do I want to take with me? Garrus. Bring Zahid. Bring Jack. I'll bring Mordin and Garrus. It'll go over well.
The dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed. Perfection is your goal.
Is it? Is it really?
Loudspeaker. Someone likes the sound of their voice.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Put that on. I don't really need disruptor ammo all that much half the time unless it's really shielded. You can have that's there and that's there. Okay, we're good. And we have overload for it.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Lookout position. Equipped for combat.
Nothing like a good Mattock.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... Son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Fucking mouth.
Patrol, the last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There, you see? I'm helping.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Adding insult to injury, literally. Necessary.
Maybe not. Felt good, though. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation. Legal?
Hostiles, stay sharp. Impressive.
Impressive. See, sometimes I can project my voice and then it goes back to shit.
Difficult.
Slow motion. Bullet time. I don't remember if I wore pink and white through my renegade style thing, but this one I was like, I'll just put on blue with a stripe. I like the stripe red. Just because as a memory of the renegade runs that I've done for red, and then blue for my Paragon Goody two-shoe side of things.
Oh, nice shooting.
Maybe not your best idea, Morton.
This should slow him down.
You missed. I do like busting out the sniper, as I said last time, because of my character was originally an infiltrator, so it's like bringing that back a little bit.
And stay down.
Found him. Are we guests?
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
Night cycles. 7 days.
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger.
Anger.
But also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
Interesting. Raised, then rejected. Control group? Failed test?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father.
Father.
It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A breeding program? Trying to escape genophage effects?
Escape. Escape was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
If
I
mercenaries
like your color scheme,
Krogan
though.
prone to mental instability.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Yeah.
Glad he's friendly.
Shepard.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
You could have run or tried to fight your way back to the labs. Why stay here?
I am waiting. The voice told me, if they come, I fight. But I will not run, and I will not follow. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called. Released.
Alright, well, good luck with that.
Not a lot of room to maneuver. Stay sharp.
Fine, I took that guy's credits.
They're loose! Run for your damn life! They're all free!
Ow.
Try a real
Watch
man.
the Krogan.
He turned into a thing of ices. It's shaved ice real quick.
Who authorized that Krogan release? Okir?
Can't hide from me.
Could burn through any armor.
You burn him, I'll cool him down.
Krogan! Closing in.
I have fire and ice. I have real good ways to dispatch armor.
Should burn nicely.
Oh boy.
Firing a high impact shot.
How high of an impact was it?
Wish I were standing downwind.
Krogan took down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
I'm heavy. I'd rather do this hacking than whatever the fuck mini game thing you had to do in Andromeda, which was like playing that little like fucking thing I'm so terrible at.
Krogan on our 6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
I'll take it.
Sniper rifle damage.
Enemies inbound.
Rude. Well, you're gonna need more than a medic. You're gonna need a morgue.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Deploying incineration tech.
I mean, he was already dead. You just burned a corpse. A little bit of him peeking.
The Krogan charge over all dead. It was a genius who gave them arms.
There we go. Need the credits. I'm broke.
Kill the trespassers. I'll deal with the traitors.
No shields.
I cannot gauge that throw very well. Bonk.
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are
Oops.
still in.
I slipped on a banana peel.
Branch 1.
Should burn through any armor. Of course.
Oh, you burned a shield, but that's fine. Same thing.
Need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
No more. I command that they be killed. What is so hard to understand?
Just the thing to help.
You got it.
Wing. Grenade is so terrible.
And stay down. Impressive.
Impressive.
What do you mean Tador's holding the mechs? She'll lose all our toys if we don't get back up.
I don't know what to tell you. She's holding the mechs. They're her little babies.
Concentrate fire on my position. Concentrate on. Ah!
Wonder how it worked. We can't handle the 3 people. One of them's got a mattock. It's fucking unstoppable.
There are 3 of them. 3.
Yeah, but that third one's got a mattock, and that's a pretty good semi-auto rifle. Impressive.
Neutralize.
Probably be doing better if I kept my not incendiary going, but that's fine. Trying to shoot through a step. Not working exactly right. Hey, it worked. Finally used that grenade properly. I don't blame him. He got set on fire, but it did sound like he was going to cry. But I mean, again, he was set on fire. I don't blame him. Maybe the tears will put out the flame.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me. I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, ran a Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okir is trying to do something.
I like how it's not. It doesn't ring a bell.
Are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
What is Okir trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okir mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Finding you in a place like this makes me think letting you go was a mistake. You don't want that.
We agree on that. Don't worry. I plan on staying as far away from anything to do with you as possible. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
Great seeing you.
Should have killed her. Too much knowledge without ethical boundaries.
I know, Morden. But, that's the old me. That's a male version of me. I don't do that here. I do love that Morden here. He's just like, you should just kill her. But didn't look the same to me. This one. This is the one I need.
Here you are. I've watched your progress.
Hello.
It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okir. You don't seem particularly caged or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepard is not a sign of gentle change. Surprised? All Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians. But before Saren can deliver his endless troops, in rides Shepard, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
I didn't have a lot of room for finesse. If there'd been any other solution, I'd have considered it.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider, one that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
Personal issues irrelevant. Here for the collectors.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Grunt.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear the lands.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange, so isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats.
Oh.
I say,
looking at my teeth.
The genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
Your methods are extreme, but you know how to deconstruct a threat. Will you help us?
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Attention! I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
She's just a generic character you can create in the female section. Kill her.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done. Kill Jador, Shepard. I do what I must to save my legacy.
Alright, but I'm gonna hack this terminal.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, Krogan vitality. I could use something like this. Nice shot of Krogan juice through the veins. Charming.
Okeer isn't the only one. We're going to command.
And what I wanted to shoot at all.
Flammable or inflammable.
Oh, God. That was an awful audio glitch. What'd she shoot me with? The ear ripper? That was a nightmare.
Headed for combat.
Alarms in the lab? What's that Krogan doing up there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and Okeer's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
If I knew why the collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier. This grunt. Perfect.
Grunt.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one Krogan?
Delusional. Unlikely one Krogan, however strong, could have impact Okeer wanted. Am almost certain. Suggest leaving it.
Afraid he'll make your genophage obsolete?
No, but Krogan genetically dangerous, socially dangerous as well. Have enough enemies without adding this.
Normandy, Okeer is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
Shepard. Shepard.
Bringing the Krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now. A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
There's no way he's getting out unless one of us lets him out.
Or unless Okeer installed some sort of failsafe. Or a malfunction causes the tank to shut down.
I'm not saying we take a crowbar to it right now, but I'm not giving up a potential resource.
It's your decision, Commander. Just be careful.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
But what if we just go the whole time without it?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially intelligent virus. Unless it's very intelligent and toying with me. Tests. Anything else? We'll be here if you need me. Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable.
I know a way. It'll make me stronger. Well, first things first, we do need this cannon. Take some damage improvements. I'll make Morden stronger just in case I do take him along.
Is it true we have a pod containing a baby Krogan down in the cargo hold?
Not a baby. He's a full-grown super soldier ready for combat.
Please be careful if you decide to birth him. His personality is completely unknown. Anyway, how may I help?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else?
That'll be all.
I'll be here. The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Yeah, well, he'll have to wait. You have a debriefing room?
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the
You forgetting
Krogan
you live down here.
Zark. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago.
Garrus put some... You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us. Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
I won 500 credits.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
So worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so...
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
I don't know. Baked cookies?
You must have met some good people, too.
Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Let's drop it, okay? Get back to whatever it is you think we can do.
Okay. I'm just gonna run away now.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch
I'll do it
and
without any
consequences
armor.
are yours.
Or backup. I will just open the bod. What?
Human, female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
And now we have a new friend.
Shepard.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
He gives me the Krogan shotgun. Yep.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard.
Any
Let's do this
thoughts
later.
on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had...
There we go. Heavy armor for the ship. Always good to have. Kinda need it.
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordin delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Caden Alenko, is stationed on Horizon.
Last I knew, Caden was Alliance. Why is he out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to improve Alliance relation with the colonies, but they're up to something. And if they sent Commander Alenko, it must be big. I suggest you take it up with him.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew. I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you, especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after...
I just like the elusive man being like, it has Caden there. Ooh.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tell me you have something.
Yes.
Meanwhile, when this place gets fucked up.
Lilith, we've got a problem.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry, Commander. Getting our comm systems back online takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal. What is that?
Get everyone to the safe house.
Quick, get the mosquito spray.
I'll cover you. Run! Hurry!
Quick, use your biotics. Not a comfortable position to be laying in when you're stasis.
assuming control. We are the harbinger of their perfection. Prepare these humans for ascension.
Drag you over here. Oh boy. Love to bring Grunt, but I don't really need a Grunt. I'm the soldier now. Like bringing Garrus because I like to at least have one person with overload, even though I have the disruptor ammo. Let's bring Morden. Why not? And Morden would want to be here for his test of his collector stuff. There we go.
Morden, you sure these armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers, should confused detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory? That sounds promising.
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Have to test them in person. Should be. Just begin to help. Making contact.
Luckily, Cryo seems to be a good mix of both worlds. I don't know, I really like it. Of course, not great against shields and stuff, but it still does a pretty decent job.
Collector ship disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
Sugar, don't contact me. It sounds awful.
Heavy weapon. And stay down.
Deploying incineration tech.
Freeze.
things look like the husks that Geth used on Eden Prime.
I thought the Geth got that technology from Sovereign.
Elusive Man was right. Collectors working with Reapers.
We can use this.
Yeah, we can make a heavy skin weave out of this. Yeah.
Husks have human characteristics, possibly repurposed colonists.
No. The Geth impaled their victims on giant spikes to turn them into husks. But we haven't seen any. The collectors must have already had the husks. They want the colonists alive for something else.
Collectors must be experimenting on the colonists. What are they up to?
Maybe it's better not to know the details.
Find out for sure when you stop them.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced. Evolved.
They still die if you shoot them.
The collectors aren't getting away with more victims. Let's move out.
It might be too late.
All these empty buildings. It's unsettling.
No signs of resistance. Must have happened quickly.
Oh no, Garrus is down. Quick, bypass the safe. There we go. Ammo.
Victim appears conscious, fully aware, trapped in stasis. Fascinating.
They've been like this a long time.
Article beam. Assume control.
I am assuming direct control.
Hate this guy.
My attacks will tear you apart.
Ow.
I must tear you apart, Shepard. I will.
Oh, he's gone.
One down.
Fuck. Boarded.
We are assuming control.
Again with this shit.
Firing a high impact shot.
Of course, Mass Effect's always fun. It's always fun to affect the masses. I just wish it was easier to talk. My throat's still giving me a hard time.
company. Get out here, now!
It's a crunch bar.
You human. What are you doing out here? You
No,
keep
no,
them
not
right
that.
here.
That's not a solid food.
You had to hear them trying to get in. Seems like it's hard to hide from the collectors.
Those things are collectors? You mean, they're real? I thought they were just made up, you know, propaganda to keep us in Alliance space. No, they got Lilith. I saw her go down. Sten, too. They got damn near everybody.
What's your name? What do you do here?
Name's Delan, mechanic. I came down to check on the main grid after we lost our comm signals. And I heard screaming. I looked outside and there were swarms of bugs. Everyone they touched just froze. I sealed the doors. Damn it, it's the Alliance's fault. They stationed that Commander Alenko here and built those defense towers. It made us a target.
Tell me more about this Alliance rep.
Commander Alenko? Heard he was some kind of hero or something. That made nothing to me, though. Would rather he'd stayed back in Council space.
Any idea what he was doing on Horizon?
Supposed to be helping us get the defense towers up and running. I got the feeling he was here for something else. Spying on us, maybe.
Tell me about the colony defense towers.
A gift from the Alliance. High-powered Guardian lasers. Supposed to keep hostile ships from landing near the colony. Had to build a massive underground generator just to give it enough juice. Only we couldn't get the targeting systems online. So the Alliance gave us a giant gun that couldn't shoot straight. Stupid sons of bitches.
Why do you think this is the Alliance's fault?
We're just a small colony. Nobody bothered us before we started building those damn defense towers and drew attention to ourselves. I left Council space to get away from the Alliance. Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with them.
The Collectors are targeting remote colonies. The Alliance was trying to help.
I don't need their help. Too many strings attached. That rep said he was just here to get the towers online, but mark my word, there's more to it.
If you have defenses, we can use them against the Collector ship.
You'd need to calibrate the targeting system first. It's never worked right.
Shouldn't be hard to figure out. Just need the location.
Head for the main transmitter on the other side of the colony. Pretty hard to miss. The targeting controls are at the base.
It's probably just better if you stay out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'll let you out, but I'm locking the door behind you. I'm not taking any chances. Good luck. I think you're gonna need it.
Sure, I'm just gonna open this safe behind you and take whatever's in it.
I'm not leaving this bunker until those aliens are gone.
Hostiles to the right.
Oh!
Should do the trick.
Assume control of this form.
Fuck.
Assuming control.
Should burn through any armor.
Flashbang. Or a nickel. Whatever I'm throwing out there. Quick, throw a nickel at him. That'll stun him.
Should burn nicely.
Taking heavy fire!
I just like cryo rounds. I know they're not the most efficient thing on a lot of stuff, but I like them. Mattock's a pretty good weapon, so it's not like me switching between the gun types is really that big of a problem. Only one or two different types of enemies do I have to really switch my bullet types.
This should come in handy.
What if we took the biotic and infused it into our body from a collector? Make us stronger.
It's odd we haven't run across more frozen colonists.
Colonists loaded onto ship. Collector's nearly finished here. Need to hurry.
Going as fast as someone who's trying to explore can be. Whoopsie. Not what I meant to do at all. Ooh.
Just the thing to help.
Taking fire.
Might as well just switch. These guys are pretty tanky. Why does everyone gotta have the same hacking programs?
Normandy, do you copy?
Joker here. Signal's weak, Commander, but we got you.
Edie, can you get the colony's defense towers online?
Errors in the calibration software are easily rectified, but it will take time to bring the towers to full power. I recommend a defensive posture. I will not be able to mask the increased generator output.
Collectors will respond with force to stop it.
Got any other helpful tips?
Just one. Enemy reinforcements are closing in. I suggest you ready weapons.
Okay.
I will direct this personally. Your form is fragile.
How about that? Calling me fragile.
Incoming.
Speaking of that, I do want to play. There's so many things I want to play, and there's just not enough time. I still want to do a playthrough again of Death Stranding, at least run through it a little bit again before the second one eventually comes out.
Doubtful that enemy has withdrawn. Reinforcements likely.
Sequential power-up initiated. Guardian anti-ship batteries at 40%.
Reinforcements. It's nice to be noticed. Concussive shot.
Wish I were standing down.
Guardian anti-ship batteries at 60%. Seeking targeting protocols to Normandy systems. Continue to protect the tower.
The best we can.
Gotta be more soon.
Why? Maybe they went home. You just had to say something.
Edie, we need that system online.
A new one. Whatever it is, don't get too close.
Should do the trick.
My attack was ineffective.
Guardian anti-ship batteries at 100%. I have control.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Well, you missed.
This burned nicely.
Firing anti-ship batteries at collector vessel.
There we go. Nothing a heavy laser couldn't fix.
No! Don't let him get away!
There's nothing we can do. They're gone.
Half the colony's in there. They took Egan and Sam and Lilith. Do something!
I didn't want it to end this way. I did what I could.
More than most, Shepard.
Shepard? Wait. I know that name. Sure, I remember you. You're some type of big Alliance hero.
Commander Shepard, captain of the Normandy, the first human Spectre, savior of the Citadel. You're in the presence of a legend, Delan. And a ghost.
All the good people we lost and you get left
Call of
behind.
Duty Ghost.
Figures. Screw this. I'm done with you Alliance types.
Thought you were dead, Commander.
I thought you were dead, Commander. We all did.
It's been too long, Caden. How have you been?
Is that all you have to say? You show up after 2 years and just act like nothing happened. I would have followed you anywhere, Commander. Thinking you were gone. It was like losing a limb. Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Not my choice. I spent the last 2 years in some kind of coma while Cerberus rebuilt me.
You're with Cerberus now. Garrus, too. I can't believe the reports were right.
Reports? You mean you already knew?
Alliance intel thought Cerberus might be behind the missing human colonies. They got a tip this colony might be the next one to get hit. Anderson stonewalled me, but there were rumors that you weren't dead, that you were working for the enemy.
Building the defense towers was just a cover story. The Alliance sent you here to investigate me, didn't they?
I was here for Cerberus. You were just a rumor. I wanted to believe you were alive, but I never expected anything like this. You've turned your back on everything we stood for.
Caden, you know me. You know I'd only do this for the right reason. You saw it yourself. The Collectors are targeting human colonies, and they're working with the Reapers.
I want to believe you, Shepard, but I don't trust Cerberus. They could be using the threat of a Reaper to manipulate you. What if they're behind it? What if they're working with the Collectors?
Damn it, Caden. You're so focused on Cerberus that you're ignoring the real threat.
You're letting how you feel about their history get in the way of the facts.
Maybe. Or maybe you feel like you owe Cerberus because they saved you. Maybe you're the one who's not thinking straight. You've changed, but I still know where my loyalties lie. I'm an Alliance soldier. Always will be. I've got to report back to the Citadel. They can decide if they believe your story or
Hey,
not.
Caden, I'll just let you know, Citadel already doesn't give a shit. They reinstated my Spectre status. So, they won't give a shit about what you have to say.
I could use someone like you in my crew, Caden. It'll be just like old times.
No, it won't. I'll never work for Cerberus. Goodbye, Shepard. And be careful.
I like that
Joker,
Cade and
send a
Ashley were
shuttle to
not
pick
really
us
the
up.
most liked characters in the first game compared to all the other ones that you meet. And then instantly in the second game, they made them just even more like, eh. Like, I understand loyalty to the Alliance stuff, but man, so fucking hard-headed.
Shepard, good work on Horizon. Hopefully the Collectors will think twice before attacking another colony.
It's not a victory. We interrupted the Collectors, but they still abducted half the colony.
That's better than an entire colony, and more than we've accomplished since the abductions began. The Collectors will be more careful now, but I think we can find another way to lure them in.
Caden said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus. Was that you?
I may have let it slip that you were alive, and with Cerberus.
You risked the lives of my friend, my crew, and that entire colony, just to lure the Collectors there?
A calculated risk. I suspected the Collectors were looking for you, or people connected to you. Now I know for certain. I told you I wouldn't sit and wait while the Reapers and Collectors gather strength. Besides, they would have hit another colony eventually, and without a way to predict which one, they would have abducted everyone.
We have to make sure they don't abduct anyone else.
I want the Collectors stopped for that very reason. That's why we're doing this, Shepard. I'm devoting all resources to finding a way through the Omega-4 relay. We have to hit them where they live. Your team will need to be strong, as will their resolve. There's no looking back. The same goes for you. Can I assume you've put your past relationships behind you?
None of your damn business.
If it affects the mission, better you should leave it behind. Shepard, once you find a way through the Omega-4 relay to the Collector homeworld, there's no guarantee you'll return. To have any hope of surviving, you and your entire team must be fully committed to this.
Let me worry about them. You just find us a way to the Collector homeworld.
I just want to be upfront about your odds. You'll need everyone at their best. I've forwarded 3 more dossiers. Keep building your team while I find a way through the relay. And be careful, Shepard. The Collectors will be watching you.
Will they, though? They're the Collectors, not the Watchers.
I guess we're really gonna do it. Hit the Omega-4 relay. Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action. After seeing what those bastards did on Horizon, though, makes you think.
Something on your mind?
No, just... there's a good chance we're not coming back, even if we get it done. Gonna go take care of a little unfinished business. I imagine everyone else is, too. Getting some closure, you know?
Get away from me, Jacob. I don't like Jacob because of, like, he is kind of... his romance tree just shows how scummy he can kind of be.
Shepard, how can I
Have you
help?
got a minute to talk?
Not at moment. Think I've unlocked Collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have 2. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you
We'll
work.
be here if you need me.
Okay.